Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Our own planet is only a tiny part of the vast cosmic tapestry, a starry fabric of worlds yet untold. Those worlds in space are as countless as all the grains of sand on all the beaches of the earth. Each of those worlds is as real as ours. In every one of them, there's a succession of incidents, events, occurrences which influence its future. Countless worlds, numberless moments, an immensity of space and time. And our small planet, at this moment, here we face a critical branch point in history. What we do with our world right now will propagate down through the centuries and powerfully affect the destiny of our descendants. It is well within our power to destroy our civilization and perhaps our species as well. If we capitulate to superstition or greed or stupidity, we can plunge our world into a darkness deeper than the time between the collapse of classical civilization and the Italian Renaissance. But we are also capable of using our compassion and our intelligence, our technology and our wealth to make an abundant and meaningful life for every inhabitant of this planet, to enhance enormously our understanding of the universe, and to carry us to the stars.
Welcome to the Julo Show.
Amen.
I am Bobo.
I am Rico.
And this is the Julo Show, the first edition of the Julo Show. I'm so happy you could make it and watch our show because I think this show is going to be awesome. I think it's going to be great. And for you guys to listen to it, underneath this thing, Hollywood sign, Hollywood sign. This is my favorite man right here, Rico Lucky, one of the best producers I've ever met. And we're under the Hollywood sign because this is the place where dreams are made. And one of my dreams is to have a radio show underneath the Hollywood sign. This is not a backdrop. This is not a green screen.
It's rare. Touch it.
You're not aiming this on here.
These are real birds. Hollywood birds.
Hollywood birds. But I just want to welcome you to the show. And Julo means the one and only man who can bring light or laughter into your life. He is a man who can pleasure a woman into eternal orgasmic state. That's what Julo means, and I feel that's what encompasses our show. Two awesome guys. We're trying to bring you amazing content with music, science, technologies, sometimes sports. We'll sprinkle in because he's a Cowgirl fan. I'm an Eagle fan.
How are we even friends?
Well, opposites sometimes attract, as they say. My brother, Daddy Rock, is a Cowgirl fan.
This is a smart man.
He is smart.
You got the smart genes in the family.
I don't know about that one, but...
He's got good taste.
Do you think he has good taste?
And he's a Cowboys fan.
Eagles fan. What do I have to say about us Eagles? Other than we're awesome, we dominate, and we're going to win the NFC East again. But I digress back into the show. Social media, it's huge. It's key in this day and age. Twitter, BOBOKD1. That's me. You have a Twitter or no?
Well,
You don't do that?
mm,
Keep it on the down low.
very simple. I'm not so into it. Social media and all that stuff. I like Facebook.
Facebook?
I like Facebook.
Facebook. Should you create a page, or should I create a page for just this show?
You should.
You should do it. You
People
know what?
gotta watch it, and we're gonna talk about a lot of interesting stuff. And a lot of people believe everything they read on Facebook.
Everything.
And then they go and talk about it and preach what they read on Facebook. But that's still fun.
It's true.
It's still fun. We gotta have someone to talk about. So we'll create a page and we'll do all the searching of cool, interesting stuff for you. And then you can do it.
It's going to be amazing. I mean, yeah, and that's the thing about life. There's choices, you know. The choices you make affect every little second. This present time, my choice of doing this radio show He's an amazing producer, aka Rico Lucky. You know what I'm saying? And when I think of the seconds, the time, what is time? You know, is that a man-made proposition right there?
Absolutely.
Is it something that's always in the cosmos, like a mathematic Fibonacci code kind of thing?
No such thing as time.
There is no such thing as time.
Well, nothing dies, so you can't say anything
True.
has an expiration date technically. Maybe in its present form.
But what's the second law of thermodynamics? Nothing is either lost or gained. It's only transferred. It's changed in a different energy, a different force, a different anything. You know? That's why when people say, oh, you die, you never die. You were born to start. You always was, and you always will be.
The human body.
Yeah, I mean, next form.
This is a car.
An old rusty car.
Mine's a 1981 Rico Lucky.
I'm an 83 2 horsepower, 2 feet. Maybe in the future I might have I wonder if you could have more legs like Dr. Octopus.
I don't think we're going to need more legs in the future. I think the furthest we go into the future, the more we go into the future, the more we use our brains, the less we're going to need our appendages. And
next evolution of man and woman.
Yeah, we use telepathy, and we use symbols. Mark Marcel talks about this book, which is an amazing book. You guys got to get it.
Thank you, Mark Marcel, for going.
I'll have a copy of it next time that we come up with the shows. Everybody has to read this book because every single thing that we all talk about, everything from origins of man to who we are to religion to what happens after death to what is death, just fight every single question in this book.
I believe it.
Everybody needs to read it. With a monocle.
Yes, with a monocle. And when you watch the Julo Show, whenever Rico has some spontaneously awesome epiphany, the monocle will come out. See, I do both glasses.
And I'll scratch my goat. And I'll talk like this. I have an idea, Shane. You gotta read the book, man. The monocle's in the middle of the book.
Read the book. But yeah, this show is gonna be awesome, man. This is our inaugural show. First time you'll ever see us. It won't be the last, you know. We're gonna have a lot of awesome guests coming up here. I mean, this place is underneath the Hollywood sign, so you know we're gonna get awesome people. I'm not trying to toot our own horn or be PC because we're not PC. We're not politically correct on this show. Well, we tell the truth, man. You can even curse on this show. Wow, shit. Dirty. And when I say curse, because I said the Julo Show, I already explained Julo, and the name Rico on the Urban Dictionary, this guy.
Oh wow!
I mean, could you read what that says?
I'm not.
I mean, it says a person.
Seem egotistical.
Oh, it would be. That's funny. Okay. A person with a very large penis. Some say it was a snake. What? But after scientific research, I like science around here, it was proven to be a very large penis. Damn, look how big Rico is.
I did not write that. But it is in the Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary. I'm not even joking. What can I say?
It's just there.
Maybe his mom was gloating a little bit when she knew Rico. She knew in the family. In the family.
It probably would have been my dad. But
yeah, that's true. Okay, let's not talk about that anymore. But aliens, bro.
Okay.
Science, we're going down the path of least resistance, of no resistance, no media coverage, no anything, man. We have the media right here, not the lamestream media. We have Rico and Bobo media.
The real stream.
The real shit.
That somebody else wrote, but we're going to talk about it.
And
like it's really real.
But you know what? As a skeptic, as a person, that's what I am. I'm a skeptic. Always ask why. Don't always believe what people say. Research for yourself. So when we say stuff, this is a disclaimer, not the truth. It could be the truth because life is all about changing. In each present moment, things change. I mean, the sky changes. I change because of your cells, and you're replicating yourself at every second of every second of every second of the day. You know?
I wouldn't say it. Don't ask. why,
Mm.
but how.
Mm.
And some crazy girl that I dated for like 2.3 seconds told me more than like anything, and that was it. Not to ask why, because you'll just drive yourself crazy and you'll never get the answer, even when you think you figured it out. But if you ask how, that will help you dissect it to give you your own personal why.
That's deep right there.
That's deep.
I see the molecule came out when you were talking about that too.
mean, you know,
The truth in the universe comes at all times. Sometimes when you least expect it too.
it
So-
can kick you in the ass, yes.
It does, man. Like, it's crazy how the universe talks to us. I was a person, I did DMT, and it changed my life because I'm a believer in psychedelics, right? And I feel psychedelics when I was a little kid, and I'm like, I'm not gonna smoke, like, I'm not gonna do this, I'm a goody two shoes, rootin' tootin', Sam shooting. I don't know what I'm talking about, but
To each his own.
Yeah, to
some
each his
people
own.
consider those drugs. Some people don't.
I consider it. I'm not, like I said, we're not PC on here. I advocate for it because I feel it expands your mind into a way that,
Well, physically it does. I mean, it
yeah,
opens up parts of your brain you normally don't use. Left and right brain simultaneously when you're under psychedelics. There's a lot of stuff that happens. But it's also used for medicine and is now starting to be used for medicine once again after it was banned. Don't quote me on this. It was like in the 60s.
yeah,
Alex
Terrence
D,
McKenna,
psilocybin,
yeah.
all that. And I'm going to start breaking out into like psychedelics and recreational, as spelled it for everybody. But it was helping people like rape victims, post-traumatic stress syndrome from people coming back from war, people with really some messed up psychological issues. And it's not to overuse it. Too much of anything is damaging.
True.
But it has really helped out, and scientists finally again are starting to get back to that. Which I'm just
I think that's very
because I'm
true.
a huge fan of psychedelics. I like mushrooms.
Mushrooms are from the earth,
Yes.
Mother Gaia, you know, and I feel like we only have one earth, you know, and we need to take care of it. That's another topic we're going to talk about too, the climate.
I'm huge on it.
This guy, he's a vegan. He's almost vegan.
I like pizza.
Earth, wind, water, fire. When our powers combine, motherfucking. But in reality, though, like the science and the cosmos, that's why I played Carl Sagan to open our show. He's a huge influence in my life because he talked about the universe and the sky and the stars. And when you look up, because there's a super moon tonight, super moon,
That's something really cool about it.
awesome.
I saw when the fog cleared last night.
How was it?
It's huge.
It's
It's
huge.
like God's light. God's
We
light.
should call it like the Rico moon. If you got that, you're a smart guy. Because we like smart people.
Or you're paying attention to the first 2 minutes of the show.
That too. I mean,
Or you've been on Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary. Hey man, some of these words on Urban Dictionary, ridiculous.
Yeah. Look up your name. Send it to us.
Yeah.
We want to know it. We wanna
Send it
know
on
your name.
Facebook, Twitter. We want to know what your name is, how you got your name. Who knows? Maybe it'll turn into another segment of the show, and we can highlight you, our listeners.
Absolutely.
I mean, I love radio. I love this medium that we have. And one of the great mediums that we have is talking about articles. And one of the articles Rico has will blow your mind, you know. And like I said before, what we say on here is non-negotiable. No, I'm just joking. No. But we have a cool articles and we have a lot of stuff to talk about. So, with
Yeah.
no further ado,
First and foremost, the websites that we get most of this from is not just some really silly stuff. Mumbo jumbo. So there's some depth behind a lot of these things. And I'm not saying they're 100% factual, but they're interesting and it gets over its training. For the most part, every single time a question is a question is raised, I mean it comes from somewhere. And there's normally some type of truth behind it. Kind of like when you get really drunk and say some shit. So, by the way, where I get a lot of my news, which is hilarious, is from a particular gentleman who's a neighbor here in Hollywood Hills, Jeffrey in the cat. I don't know if I said all that right. You gotta subscribe to this dude's Facebook because he puts the coolest stuff on there, and literally it's like Huffington Post on crap. looking at all his articles all day, and posts a lot of political things, which I like. And I don't really like to talk about politics. I like to read about it, but I don't get too much into the politics thing, because that's a never-ending war. Same thing with religion. Post a lot of planetarian stuff. And post a lot of science, extraterrestrials. So I'm going to read something that says UFO mania. That's what we're about to list on UFOs. Okay, so Stanford scientists observed man travel out of his body and into space. What he saw is remarkable. Let's continue. So NASA's Pioneer 10 spacecraft was launched into space in 1972. It was the very first spacecraft to fly directly through the asteroid belt and make observations of the biggest planet in our solar system, Jupiter. It was also able to obtain close-up images of the planet, something that scientists had never had access to before. So prior to the flyby of Jupiter by Pioneer 10, the CIA and NSA, in conjunction with Stanford University, were involved in what was called remote viewing. So this remote viewing can be defined in multiple ways. A lot of people saw the movie Minister. It's basically simple. This has been going on in the military for a while.
I was in the military as well.
You probably stayed out a couple of girls. It's the ability of individuals to describe a remote geographical location up to several hundred thousands of kilometers away, sometimes even more, from their physical location. So this gentleman by the name of Ingo Swann was able to successfully describe and view a ring around Jupiter, a ring that scientists had no idea existed, and this took place precisely before the first ever flyby of Jupiter by NASA's Pioneer 10 spacecraft, which confirmed that the ring did actually exist. These results were published in advance of the ring's discovery. So,
wow.
I mean, it goes on more and more into depth, but it's kind of cool.
Rings, man. Like I think that's really, really cool. Like, we're keep on finding new shit. Like, we just created this satellite, right, that we threw up there, because the Hubble telescope is getting kind of old now, and we have new technology to see farther into the universe, right? And with these farther looks into the universe, articles like Rico's, where we're finding new stuff, new rings, new everything.
Even damn the technology. Bottom line is that this guy said, I see a ring on the other side of Jupiter. And he said this before this other satellite was actually launched to confirm that. So for him to say that, you don't just go make up stuff like, oh, I see a ring on the other side of Jupiter, without knowing it's there. The chances and odds of even guessing that are
astronomical.
I can't calculate it.
I can't.
So I don't think anybody can calculate that. So this whole remote viewing that's been going on, you know, in the military for a long time, is literally me sitting here and closing my eyes and saying, I can see this homeless person in Hollywood and describing what he's wearing, and then sending the camera crew down there and
helping him out,
being just that. But what's really cool about the article is it also talks about how the reason why they used this particular gentleman for the study is because the CIA and NASA used him in an experiment where they put objects in envelopes hundreds of kilometers away, and he was able to tell them what was in the envelope.
That's crazy.
And that's why they chose him for that project.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy. As you know, this is a live show, and this is a thing of contention for people who actually live here about these helicopters, as you can hear above us. It's like people are trying to sleep too, you know?
Yeah. Well, everyone wants to see this tin letter. Those are made out of tin, by the way.
Are they?
Made out of tin.
I thought they were made out of gold.
You would think. They're made out of tin. They're
White
4 stories high each. That helicopter is a tourist helicopter. It flies around my house every couple of hours.
They should at least give you some money, like duck hunt.
Duck hunt. Duck hunt would be awesome.
Duck hunt.
So, if you guys ever think about taking a helicopter tour, screw you.
Don't do it.
Not in Hollywood.
Don't.
It's going to interrupt the show. And if you like watching the show, why are you going to do that?
I'd be upset. Yeah. You know how I'd feel about those people who would come in those helicopters? That's how I feel about them. I'm being serious. Do not do it. But back to the show. The crazy stuff that you're gonna see, like there's actually this Perseid meteor shower and a supermoon tonight. So it's gonna be okay. Back. Usa. Kumbaya. Namaste. Is it namaste?
Namaste.
Namaste? What is namaste anyway?
I'm gonna tell you the exact definition.
Yeah. Let's look that up. Because I always see it, you know. I thought it was like some Hakuna Matata.
Well, a lot of people want to
Means
know
that
what
word.
namaste means, so I'm gonna not quote anything. I'm gonna give you the exact definition.
Thank you very much. And you know what? The cool thing I used to
And
be
it's
in.
namaste,
Namaste.
T-E, not namaste, which other people say.
Am I saying it right? Namaste. So I've been saying it wrong, and this is what this show's about: getting stuff right. Hopefully, you know, because what is right? What is truth? How do we come?
Whatever you believe it to be.
Whatever it is.
So, namaste. Namaste. Pronounced. It's Hindi. Sometimes expressed as namaskar or namaskaram, is customary greeting when individuals meet or farewell.
Ooh.
It is a form of greeting commonly found among people of South Asia, some Southeast Asian countries, and diaspora from these regions. Namaste is spoken with a slight bow and hands pressed together. Palms touching the fingers, pointing upwards. Thumbs close to the chest. Yeah. This gesture is called, I hope I don't ruin this, Anjali Mudra, or Kamasa. In Hinduism, it means I blow to the divine in you.
Ooh, I like that.
So it's used as a respectful form of greeting, acknowledging and or welcoming a relative, guest, or stranger.
You're not a stranger to me. You're a guest.
No.
A relative. No, you're a relative to me.
So I guess it's not necessarily kind of like a relaxing, cool chant. Who's Fraba?
Oh, well, that's one, right? Who's Fraba?
Who's Fraba?
What's that?
I got that from
Oh, you did?
Who's Fraba is from Anger Management.
Are you serious?
Jack Nicholson
And Adam Sandler.
and Adam Sandler.
Oh, yeah, I like that movie.
So
He tried to steal a dude's girl, though, man. Like, as a guy code, any young guys out there, do not steal your best friend's girl.
There's still any man.
Yeah, don't steal any man's girl.
It's
I mean, you're Rico, and with that name, he has a little knowledge about the women. You know, I'm being serious. We're two guys who I think I'm a good-looking guy. I think I'm confident in my abilities to talk to women, and what we're saying about not stealing other men's girlfriends, it'll help you out in the long run, man. There's a plenty of fish in the sea.
well. Here's the deal. Technically, you can't lose something you never had. So it really wouldn't be stolen.
What would it
You
be?
can't steal someone who's willing to be stolen. It's like you can go kidnap somebody's girlfriend. But if
You
they're-
could.
If they're in a relationship, I, through experience, know, not from stealing somebody else's girlfriend.
You don't think you could steal another girl like Usher?
I'm not saying that I can't steal another
Ooh.
person's girlfriend.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure there's some really shitty boyfriends out there, and I'm pretty sure these girls would love to be with a gentleman. That's not the point. The point is, it doesn't feel good. And there's always three sides to the story.
Plus
Her
side,
his side, and the way it is. So she might be coming around playing victim, and and you might really be a really good guy. She might be a shitty one of them. It's true a lot of the time.
It's a balance.
Yeah. So yeah, don't steal each other's. Just don't go walking into people's houses and shitting on their rug.
I agree
If
with
they got issues, just let them work it out and let them do their thing. And you can be friends respectfully and keep it at a distance. And hey, whatever happens. I mean, unless you want to go steal someone's girlfriend, I mean, I can't stop you.
Yeah, we can't stop you, but we can strongly urge you not to do it.
Yeah. Doesn't feel
Just
good.
thought-
Doesn't feel good.
Doesn't feel good at all, man.
Yeah. Or, you know what? Don't even date your friend's girl.
That's what I'm saying.
Just be like,
Don't
why
even
would you want to go
think
put
about
on
that.
your friend's dirty socks? You just don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one thing when you're like 10 and you stay the night at a friend's house and borrow underwear, but not
You don't. You do it unknowingly.
Right, not
You
for
know?
women. So.
Yeah, so don't do that. But yeah, relationship advice from your friends sometimes. I say sometimes get two opinions too, because you have your best friend, right? And hopefully he's not one of those guys who wants your girl, because then he'll give you false advice probably. Like, oh, that bitch is crazy, or what the hell are you talking about? That dude is awesome.
Put on my monocle right now.
Okay, all right. About to put the monocle on.
I mean, it's nothing I want to talk about, but if there's a little light bulb, that'd be cool.
We need to get that.
Yeah.
I'll give you that instead. No, I'll give you one of these instead.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Very intelligent.
You do look very intelligent. Most of the time, too.
Kind of smart when I'm rocking the monocle.
You know what else you get when you're being really smart? You get one of those. You know. But if you're not being smart,
that looks great.
you get one of those.
Yeah.
Yo, that is hilarious. But most of the time, hopefully, you're being this.
Be that,
Yeah.
and don't. How do I undo my monocle?
I think you double click on the monocles. Click the monocle. Oh no, I mean oh, what was that?
I'm bigger now.
You are.
Where is the monocle?
You gotta find it. There it is. Click it.
Damn.
Oh,
Oh.
there you go.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
technology, son.
This is cool.
Yeah,
You know?
that's why we're doing this show.
I'd wear. We'll keep the mustache though. I like the mustache. So point being, rock one of these.
Yes.
Right.
Because you know, on this shoulder is the good guy. On this
No
shoulder
matter
is the bad
how
guy.
amazing you think the girl is, or how much chemistry you can find. Yes.
Don't do it. Because it's a man's world.
Keep my mustache though.
Yeah.
Oh, my mustache.
Oh, it's flying.
Yeah, put it back on. Magic.
There we go. Oh, and perfectly comes on. You look like Orville Redenbacher, the popcorn
I
guy.
think when I turn 40 that I wanna probably do this.
You around it?
I do drive a Harley, so.
Oh shit! I wish we could take the Harley down here. It has as the backdrop, you know. Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe not.
I like it that it's dark here. Well, maybe I have glasses on. That's why.
Yeah.
But
So
I'm looking at the
sun.
camera and I'm looking at the screen and I'm like, is it really that light out, man? It looks dark to me.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm crazy.
Well, you can tell I'm a Pisces because we're completely off subject. But point being.
You're Pisces?
Yeah, I'm a Pisces.
I'm Aquarius.
I'm a fish.
I'm water.
I very romantic. Yeah. Very artistic.
You gotta do that. We gotta do this.
I like it a lot, huh? And I like it to sing it to the
Yeah, you
ladies. And I like it the romantic movies. The other day I watched it with my friends. Did a bit of Pearl Harbor. Stop. Maybe try to get it. It gets me
Italian, German.
in my heart.
Stop.
So,
Oh, wait, no, that's Russian. Da is Russian, isn't it?
Da.
Das Sudan, yeah.
I hung out with a Russian. So.
Oh, you did? How was that?
She's cool. Cool. She seems like a solid human being.
That's what you need in life. Solid human being.
Solid human beings.
You
Super
don't
cool.
need scrubs in your circle. Because I'm a person who feels like if you have people in you have to have a strong team, okay? And if the people around you are not ambitious or they don't have the right mindset and they're not dicks, then your team will be very strong and it'll influence you to be a strong person. If you have weak people around you, they're going to bring on more of your weak qualities out and you'll be a weak person. And I'm going to have to see your weakness and have to correct that.
Yeah, I don't like
Not
weak.
correct it.
I don't like weak. And I've been weak myself. I have been a real sissy lala in the past. But it's all part about growing. Once you self-recognize what your faults are, you no longer have an excuse not to be in the present. Otherwise, it's just like saying, "Oh, I'm standing in shit," and you just keep standing in it. So, scoop it off, keep walking, keep moving forward, keep growing. And yeah, it's just I have
That's some profound shit.
this. I just messed up my mustache.
No.
This many friends.
Like good friends.
just friends. I have this many friends.
Am I included in that?
You are included.
Thank you.
You've earned my friendship. This many friends, right?
It means a lot.
And I have this many acquaintances and people that like to hang out.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Yeah, like we should hang out and
Never here.
let's do lunch and catch up. And there's a reason why I haven't talked to you in 6 months.
They're this kind of person.
Yeah, Hollywood.
Yeah, really Hollywood.
But we all go through a Hollywood phase, you know. So I love humans. Everything has to crumble in order for it to come back together. So even when someone's at their shittiest, don't give up on them. I'm not saying hold them closely, but you know, you don't have to despise these people. But it does get exhausting out here now, man.
It does.
So especially for people watching this in the 505, where I'm from.
Is that the 505? Oh, that's pretty dope. I just, right when you did that, I recognized what you're doing.
Exactly.
Like it's 5 and then O and then the 5, right?
It's
pretty dope.
So it's really different where I come from. Everything.
Where are you from?
From Albuquerque,
Oh,
Mexico. A lot of people know it from Breaking Bad.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, oh, that show's so good. And I wouldn't
right.
know because I've never seen it. And I'm like, well, why haven't you watched that show? Because I grew up watching it on the news like my whole entire life. And my father used to be a police officer, so I've seen enough.
It's craziness
in Breaking Bad. And I got more important things to do than spend 35, 45 minutes of my life watching somebody with cancer or with a drug selling problem.
I like Game of Thrones, though.
Yeah, that's totally different.
Okay.
That's fantasy. That's fantasy.
Okay.
Like that sparks the imagination, and I think that's what a lot of us human beings are lacking these days is imagination. And why? We don't have any time to imagine anything when we're stuck to these damn devices. When we're looking down, and some other creative person making millions of dollars is figuring out everything for us, telling us how to think. We were just talking about social media earlier.
We were. I mean, it dictates a lot of our lives because I feel like people don't have that face-to-face communication as much anymore. Like, I don't even remember. What you said?
Face-to-face is like FaceTime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a new term, too. It's like almost an Urban Dictionary kind of term. Hey, please sponsor us, Urban Dictionary. No, I'm joking. Yeah, but, yeah, it's really weird how...
Sad.
You think it's sad?
It's depressing because...
I don't have that one-to-one.
Here's an example. Okay, we're 80s babies.
80s babies.
So we grew up watching a lot of things come to fruition. Basically everything that we grew up that was fantasy, like Back to the Future.
The greatest!
Yeah, everything except for hoverboards freaking exists now.
Yeah.
And there are probably some hoverboards somewhere.
I seen it on YouTube.
Japanese probably have them because they're smart people. But bottom line is this. Technology killed romance, right? And I don't mean just love romance between a man and a woman or a man and a man or a woman and a woman or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean the passion between human beings because, for example, my first love, her name was Soshi. When I was in middle school, I would have to, and even high school, because we dated for a long time, I'd get out of school, come home, right, and I would check this thing called an answering machine.
Oh, I remember.
You guys don't know what it is. This answering machine is this box with a miniature tape cassette. A tape cassette, a lot of you might not know.
They're like, what?
But bottom line is, it had this little tape cassette. You'd hit this button, and you'd say, it was always my brother on the recording too. I never got to record it.
Did that factor into why you don't like the answer machine? Or you do like the answer machine?
Yeah. I mean, bottom line is this. I never got to record the damn message, but my brother's voice would be on there like, hi, you've reached the Carrillo residence. Leave your name and number at the tone. We'll be sure to, you know the drill. Yeah. And then you'd come home, and you'd hit rewind on that thing. Or at first, it'd get really fancy. Like when I was like 12, 13, I had a button to tell you how many messages digitally. And you'd play the button, and it'd say, boop! And then it'd be my
some robot. Oh, I thought it was a robot.
Boop. Then it'd be my grandma. Boop. Then it'd be my Auntie Loli. Boop. And I'd go through this list of listening to all these damn recordings, right? Yeah. And then hopefully this girl would have called me because there was no caller ID. I didn't have any way of knowing. A Christmas present that I got when I was 15 years old was my own caller ID in my bedroom, and that was like the bee's knees. That was like how I went crazy for that, how kids go crazy for like the iPhone 5.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. because I had a call ID because I could see who actually called, so I can go through the numbers and be like, Chris Colomb called, Flo called, Ryan called, Sochi called. Yes. But also, it killed romance between people because if I want to get to know a girl, all I gotta do is look at her Facebook. Because everybody posts all their business.
Everything.
They check into where they go. They take pictures where they're at. So much that they're living their life through that actual lens. It's like your memory is going to be through that phone because
you're always in it.
You're always in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not bad.
I'm bad.
Had fun when we went to Six Flags.
Yeah, that was. How many roller coasters we gone?
We went on almost all the roller coasters except for 3.
I didn't like the Colossus. I'm glad they're shutting down.
That was painful. Don't go on the Colossus.
Do not go on the Colossus. It's like a backwards wooden roller coaster.
It's just painful.
Yeah, man. Like you have your neck. Ooh, you heard that?
Yeah. That's probably still from the Colossus.
Yeah, from the Colossus.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
They have the X2 there. Like you go backwards and it flips you. And
lots
of
rides. See, and that's what we need to get back to, like going on rides, climbing a tree, riding bicycles. Like the way we knew where our friends were when we were little is we'd pass by a house and all the bicycles would be outside in the front yard. Now you just iMessage or you text message or you Instagram or you email or you FaceTime or you call or you Twitter or you Voxer. Like the list goes on and or you Facebook, and it's crazy. I have a nephew. He's 17 now. He's not so bad. Probably because before we can't buy him all these gadgets, but crickets to intelligence.
Yes.
That's what these little kids' heads sound like. Like, go climb a damn tree. Get dirty.
Yeah, man.
Go break a bone.
Oh, yeah, break a bone.
You don't see kids with casts anymore from breaking bones. You see them with, like, wrist guards because they're getting
carpal tunnel
from being on the damn computer and video games all day. We had a Nintendo. Like, when me and my brother got Nintendo, it came with Mario Bros. And it came with Duck Hunt. And we got the gun. And even my mom.
Oh, you had the gun, too?
Yeah, even my mom would play that. She loved Duck Hunt. And my dad had this big...
Did she cheat at all? We'll bring the gun right to the screen?
She was good.
Okay.
But we also had a 5-foot TV screen growing up. We were like the only kids in the neighborhood that had a big screen. We actually called them big screens back then.
Yeah, we did.
And it was a huge screen, and it actually had a fold-out cabinet with a mirror and 3 lights.
What?
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
There was a projection. Like,
that's amazing.
That technology doesn't... It's like just light years in the past. But, yeah, we had a Nintendo. We would play it on the weekends when we were grounded. At night, after the streetlights came on, we were supposed to be home.
Yeah.
Like,
it's not like a planning thing. Like we're gonna play the whole day. Because you had the outside making a fort. Like
making a fort.
I made a lot of forts and snow because I'm from Pennsylvania, and we made the snow would be up to here. If you see me standing, it's up to here to my chest. It's insane. And I would make holes in '96. We had a huge blizzard because of El Nino. And El Nino's coming this year too because it's back. It's back, man.
Yes, it's back. Back again. El Nino's back. Have some friends. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? El Nino.
That's what we do out here, man. We make music. Rico is a producer. I mean, you're awesome, man, when it comes to making music. And my brother, Daddy Rock, does music with Rico.
Yeah,
what's the name of your studio?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, man. That's a great name.
Studio. It's a great name. The reason why I named it Los Angeles is... Well, when I first started, I started really quick. I was very, very fortunate to get into industry as fast as I did, in producing and engineering. And I worked with a huge record label, and probably the biggest one, which is a dream come true. And I got to work with artists that I never imagined that I would ever work with. But there's politics behind it. It's a really dirty, disgusting industry.
You think so?
It's just so formulated, and it's so just cliche, and everything's so predictable. And the artist is only amazing like their first or second album, and after that it just turns into shit. Kind of like Black Eyed Peas.
Oh, you think
Their
there's a
music
Fergie and all that?
sucks now. That whole I had the time of my life. I mean, it's a great song. We all love Dirty Dancing.
Yeah.
Pisces and sensitive, I did. Plus, I had an older sister. But bottom line is, yo, music sucks. A lot of it sucks, and it's because of people like Black Eyed Peas. But so, anyways, I learned a lot of that in the industry, and so I decided to do my own thing. I just got tired of it.
I mean, you gotta follow your heart, man, and do what you gotta do, because in this life, you only have one. I mean, until the next life, this consciousness right now understands this life, and you gotta do what you gotta do, and not worry about anyone, what your parents say, what your brother and sister say. What is inside your heart right now and inside your mind is what it's hardwired to do what you need to do.
Unless it's illegal.
Then do that shit double hard. No.
Like I'm one to talk. But
no.
Point being is, you know, I started Los Angeles here. We're at my house in the Hollywood Hills, and we'll show everybody the studio later. But
yeah, the thing is with this show, we're gonna move around, man.
Yeah.
This is a mobile show.
Mobile. If we could get signal, because that big antenna up there, it really doesn't work a shit.
Are you serious?
It's for something totally different that I'm actually not allowed to talk about. But bottom line is, if we could get a signal up there, we'd love to take you all to the Hollywood sign.
That'd be cool.
And show everybody.
I've never been all the way up there though, because I'm lazy and I hate walking.
This is what we'll do. We'll video record it. Jeremiah has an awesome phone. And we'll go up there and then we'll just post the video.
Yo, that'd be dope.
You know you get in trouble if you touch those letters.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they get on the intercom, and sometimes they send in the helicopter, and sometimes they want to arrest you because it's illegal.
I always hear them like on the loud horn, like, "Go down or you will be arrested."
Yeah, we can even hear it in the studio, like interrupts.
Come on,
recording.
How do you say it?
Drop it. Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Robocop is awesome. Yeah. But back to Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
We can never keep on topic, obviously. So it's literally like you're hanging out with us, having a conversation.
True.
But
nice about conversations.
Los Angeles. Oh man, a lot of us feel lost in this city of Los Angeles, and it's hard to not lose yourself, much less find yourself here.
Especially with these things.
That's the Hollywood Bowl, by the way.
Are you serious?
You hear that? Yeah,
I always wondered what that was. Like, I'm learning new things tonight.
Just sitting here in the balcony, we can listen to the Hollywood Bowl and listen to.
Who is that? I'm trying to listen. Sounds like some country music, some a dude like a.
And then they do big fireworks shows.
They do?
Yeah, it's awesome.
You are in luck, guys.
This is why y'all need to come up to Los Angeles studio and hang out. The whole point of Los Angeles is that we all get lost, and this is a place for us to get away from the industry, away from the formula, away from the labels, and really be creative and do what it is that we love, and that's just follow our heart and be passionate. So this is a refuge for real artists.
For real.
And one thing that all must know is that there is no auto-tune allowed in Los Angeles.
Oh,
we don't even have it. It doesn't exist in there.
I gotta figure out how.
We put it against the waterfall.
Oh yeah. See, this show's fluid, like I said.
We're very guerrilla right now.
Yeah, man. We're gonna have to get more lighting.
Cool.
I know, I like the black and white. Yeah. That's really dope.
Let's change the colors and see what it looks like now.
Okay, so what done here? I'll let you do it.
Oh,
that is. You can't see the Hollywood sign, but
it just says ho.
Use a hoe.
Let's see.
Use a hoe.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Brighten.
Brighten something.
Focus. Spotlight. Warm. Smooth. Black and white. You can't see it in black and white. Oh, there we go. Original.
Because you know what? You always have to go back to the original. I mean, when they do it in movies, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
oh my god. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, man, I was a huge fan.
You watched it? I didn't watch it yet.
I was in the 4th grade the first time I saw a Ninja Turtle, and the first one I saw was Leonardo. And I'm a Raphael fan, because he's just the baddest.
Yeah, he's a badass.
He's the leader.
Yeah.
But this girl,
No.
What?
Leonardo's the leader.
No.
Leonardo's the leader.
No.
Raphael's just the guy who he's the brooding guy. He's the leader?
No.
He's the oldest?
He's the wise, like, centered one.
Leonardo is he's the leader.
No.
Leonardo's the leader.
No.
Michelangelo's the, what do you call it? The fun cowabunga dude guy. Donatello is the techie guy. And then Raphael's the mean, always angry dude.
Watch this.
All right.
This
is what this show's about. We have to figure out if the truth is out there.
So,
is it out there?
One thing that y'all must know is I'm a huge Ninja Turtle fan. And I was Raphael for many, many Halloweens. The Undertaker!
What's that? Uh-oh. Is it a bomb?
Uh-oh.
Oh, it goes off, that's why. And I gotta do it again.
T-U-R-T-L-E.
Can you see us?
The power. Okay.
Okay.
So, this is a song called T-U-R-T-L-E Power by Partners in Crime, and it came out in 1990 when the original movie came out.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
It was a while ago. I was, how old was I in 1990? Like 8, 9 years old?
Something like that.
Okay, let's skip this ad. Alright, check this out.
That was classic. Can you make the screen big?
Yeah.
I remember this song.
Evil Force. You reporter.
What?
Not Megan Fox.
April O'Neil. I like the original April O'Neil. Yeah, she was cool. Do you remember the song Ninja Rap?
Man, yeah, that was Vanilla Ice.
Ninja Rap, and there was another song. What was the other song?
Yeah, in half an hour, because they displayed Turtle Power. Yo, my sister bought me this cassette.
Are you
And I would
serious?
bump it. Like,
What's a cassette?
So I went to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles rock concert.
They have a rock concert.
They did have a rock concert. And my dad got me front row tickets. Front row. There was nobody in front of me except for Shredder.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. Watch.
That was dope. Like the music they had in the movies back then were awesome. You remember them? They were so good. So guys, you know, as you can see, it gets dark out here, and my bomb's about to go off again. Oh,
here's where I'm
gonna
win this bet. Watch.
Oh. They really say it? Maybe.
So they are the students, Leonardo, Michelangelo, and Donatello. Make up the team with one other fellow, Raphael. He's the leader of the group transformed from
Oh! Raphael. He's the leader of the group.
I did not know that.
Well, of course you didn't, but I did.
I did not know that. Like, how long did I go without knowing that?
Raphael is the...
Make an applause. That was awesome, man. I did not know that Raphael... I always thought Leonardo was the leader.
No. Raphael's the leader. That's why he's the one that goes rogue in the first movie and he fights all those foot things. He's the baddest.
He's the baddest.
He's the baddest. He's a leader. He will whoop your ass. And he had like that Bronx attitude.
Yeah.
And Leonardo was like smart, like witty. Michelangelo was hilarious, and Donatello was like
the nerd.
Combination. He's like a nerd.
Yeah.
He's New Ninja Turtles, man.
This changes my whole outlook.
It's not good stuff.
You don't like Michael Bay?
Remake.
You're not a fan.
From the 80s. I mean, he did awesome on. He did awesome, phenomenal. Michael Bay, way to go, directing Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor? You like that one?
God damn, that's probably his best movie. And he did a phenomenal job on Bad Boys.
Bad Boys is
Right.
awesome. Yeah, Bad Boys dope.
He did
You
pretty
like
good.
old day?
Yeah,
not,
I mean he
not
did
new day.
old day. He did pretty good on Transformers. I'm not gonna complain. I've watched all of them. I'm entertained, but at the same time, anybody could have directed Transformers with all that CGI, and it would have been a hit.
Do you think he should just do the
I think he should just stop.
do the big explosion and let the other people do the talking and like the storyline?
It's not like he pioneered anything. Like he took a lot of his shit from the Matrix. And like this new Ninja Turtles movie has flares everywhere.
Has flares?
Like, yeah, so many flares. It's just like this is not
I didn't know that.
Transformers.
So you think he transfers all the old movies like the Transformers?
They
and
just announced
right?
that today that they're going to be making the second Ninja Turtles just because the opening weekend was 65,000.
Are you serious?
65 million. My response to that, even though I love her and I still bump this song and it is a ringtone, when Rebecca Black came out with "It's Friday, Friday, gotta get down on Friday," everyone's looking forward to the weekend. Yo, that had millions and millions of plays, but we didn't give her a record contract. It was the shock value. It was the laugh factor, right?
Yeah.
If you look at the responses of what everyone's posting on Facebook about Ninja Turtles,
Not gonna
the kids are entertained, but I mean, they're kids. They're
It's flashy.
They're gonna be entertained. They're just like, ooh, talking turtles. You put that up against the old Ninja Turtles.
Old Ninja Turtles the best, yo.
Casey Jones,
Yeah,
Anthony O'Neill, and Kano.
Yo,
bad.
when he takes the golf club when Casey Jones and because Splinter was getting beat up and everything, and he golfs him into the boxes.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
And then they're in, like that movie was.
Then
awesome.
you got Secret of the Ooze with Toga and Razor.
Wasn't it
Big
Bebop?
werewolf.
I thought it was Bebop and
Bebop
Rocksteady.
and Rocksteady is a rhino and a pig.
Oh yeah.
Toga and Razor was a rat and a werewolf.
Yeah, you're right, man.
And
you're an expert on
know.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I know. And then the third one was the time travel where they went back to the samurai.
Yeah, I remember that with the little the light, sand thing. Right?
Yeah. The second one was cool. It had Vanilla Ice with Ninja Rap, and it was entertaining. The third one was fun, but
and Master Shredder was huge. Super Shredder. That was dope.
But I mean, they could have went so much further with it.
I like the design of the turtles they had, actually, too.
It was like real Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
and they look like turtles. Like these dudes are all beefed out on
CGI and stuff like that.
Not heroin, steroids. All beefed up on steroids, and they just look fucking scary. They don't look like Ninja Turtles at all. They're like assholes.
No, that's not good, man.
Yeah, like honestly, because I'm such a huge Turtle fan, I wouldn't have cared if it was Michael Bay directing it.
Bro?
Even though I kind of really don't like Michael Bay. Like, if he'd have done it, I'd have been like, dude, Michael Bay, thanks for bringing it back. It was like, congratulations. You made up for screwing up Freddy Krueger.
Oh, yeah. Freddy Krueger is not good anymore.
No, let's not go there. I'll start breaking shit. Because I was Freddy Krueger for like 6 years in a row for Halloween.
Oh,
and then the next thing I was for Halloween was Raphael.
And he's the leader. Damn it. I
He's
did not know that. He's the leader. Like, I always wonder, I was like, why is he always going by himself and just jacking stuff, man? Because he's just a badass.
I'll tell you. Let's talk about something that I think is really cool. And lately there's been a whole lot of, I don't want to say discovery, rediscovery. So basically, there's multiple articles, and almost to quote me on anything, but bottom line is that these kids have been telling their parents about their past lives.
What?
So much to the point to where a couple have even talked about who they were, where they were killed, and who their killer was, right? So this kid got like axed in the back of the head or something. I mean, I could look it up and give you more specifics if you think I'm bullshitting, but you could look it up yourself. But bottom line is, he like got axed in the back of the head, and he told his parents this is how he died, and this is who he was. So they went to the geographical location, they found the bone, they found the murder weapon, and then he described the killer. They interviewed the killer, who said he had nothing to do with it, and then once they found the murder weapon and they're going to do their forensic thing, then he actually admitted to the crime. And there's been multiple kids that is now, this has been happening. And then there's the little kids in Asia and China who you can see in the dark. There's some kids with remote viewing. So bottom line is,
X-Men's coming.
Humans are evolving. Right. which I think is pretty cool.
That's insane.
I would like to do that. I don't want to grow claws or have cool sunglasses that blow shit up, but I think it would be pretty awesome.
You want like the regeneration thing or something?
If I could have a superpower, what would it be? Here's what my superpower would be. It's a combination of two things, right? Knowledge is power. It's the most powerful thing.
Yes.
So I would have the ability to control my aging process.
So you could just stay like.
I wouldn't be immortal.
Yeah.
But I'd be able to hit the button and say, you know what? Now is when I want to start getting old. I think I've experienced enough. I'm getting really tired of this shit. I want to transition. The second thing, come on, everybody except who's afraid of heights would agree with that. You need to fly.
Fly. You're a bird, man. Riding on the wind.
I don't even want to be a bird.
I mean, just being having flight. I mean, you know, like you're floating in space like Superman.
Honestly, I want to be a bird because I don't want to come back as a bird.
You'd be born as a bird, you think?
My source of entertainment would probably be like driving by and shitting on people and shit.
That's fucked up, man. That'd be
we think it is, but I bet you those birds are laughing their asses
Yeah,
off.
they are.
Especially when they shit on
society.
us. Which reminds me, I think I got pissed on yesterday by a bird. Because I was riding on my motorcycle, I was going down Vine, and I felt like these drops, and it was sunny, like it always is in LA, which is disgusting. Most people go, oh, I love sunny weather, I want to move here. No, you don't. Don't move here.
We don't want to hear.
It's not the. You can move here. Don't drive up to see this damn sign and park in front of my gate. Stay out of my.
I was driving behind someone so slow today.
It happens.
Like 2 miles an hour on the street, and I was like, seriously, man, like you can get out, pull over real quick, go look at the Hollywood sign. It's fine.
Yeah.
But for us who live here, when we drive behind you, it's just like living in a big city in New York. Just move, please move.
Get out. People just don't know how to drive in LA.
At all.
It's like you come here and you forget how to drive, but then at the same time you're also guilty of it.
Yeah, that's right.
When my family comes here, they freak out about driving.
They do?
Yeah, they don't like visiting in LA. They'll stay at my grandparents' house in Upland and just want me to drive up there. Or take a train or whatever. Because, I mean, it's stressful. It really is stressful. Even on a motorcycle, I get to pass all you
Now that's crazy.
But
you're a beast on that, man. Hey, shout out to cousin Marky. My cousin Marky, he gets on bikes and he does tricks. You know, he'll like do a wheelie for like miles. He has YouTube and Instagram. But he's nasty.
You see me riding.
Yeah.
I'm not Mr. Trickster. I am get from point A to point B alive.
We live in Vegas. I mean, we live in Los Angeles. You know, Los Angeles, if you do that, you'll die.
Yeah, well, you can die anywhere doing that. But, I mean, that's all ego, and it's a little adrenaline rush. But if I want an adrenaline rush, we'll take our season passes that we purchased at Six Flags, and we will go jump on a damn roller coaster. And we'll go on full throttle, and we'll hit 0 to 90 in a matter of seconds, and almost shit yourself.
How awesome is that roller coaster? And you get shot into a tunnel, go up, and then you come down, and you're stuck in this tunnel. It's like 5, 4, 3.
And you're wondering, like, what the hell is?
Yeah.
It's kind of nerve-wracking.
Yeah, man. I didn't know what was going on, man. I thought we were gonna shoot forward and like do it faster, you know. All of a sudden you go, and I'm not gonna tell you. You know why? Because you gotta go on it, or look on YouTube. It'll be awesome. It will be awesome. But hey, we're about to wrap up the show a little. We gotta talk about a couple more things. Like I said, the super moon is awesome.
Super moon is great.
It's great, man.
It's good to meditate, get that positive energy, and do it if you're
inclined to do so.
If you're inclined to do so. I'm into meditation. I'm into qigong. I'm into all this stuff that I wasn't into before I moved to LA.
What's qigong?
Qigong is a Chinese meditation. It's like Tai Chi.
Yeah, show me.
So you do movements and breathing, but it actually increases your health and wellness and actually boosts your immune system, and that is a scientific fact. And some people can say that they believe in the chi and the energy and harnessing the energy from the earth and everything else, or bottom line, just the basics 101, you're taking in a whole lot of oxygen. And when people are under distress and get picked up on an ambulance or go to the hospital, what's the first thing they give you?
Oxygen.
Oxygen. Revitalizes the brain, allows all the organs to work, makes everything function the way it's supposed to. So,
Bane.
Google Qigong, because especially if you have problems sleeping, Qigong is awesome.
Is my food ready?
Yeah, it smells good. I'm hungry.
We
should eat.
But hey, a little bit about Facebook. We're looking on Facebook right now. We're going to comment on a couple of Facebook things. It's one of the major social media sites that the whole world is on. And they have a new trending section on Facebook. It's on the right-hand side. So I'm going to talk about it a little bit. This Israel-Palestine thing, craziness. Like they need to stop this. I saw there's a ceasefire coming up.
For 72 hours, there's a ceasefire.
72 hours, is that what it is?
72 hours ceasefire.
Man, we need to stop killing little kids, man.
I'm looking at this video that says man climbs into bear enclosure at zoo and gets seriously attacked. Bear attacked man and killed him very badly. I'd like to say two things about that.
Yeah.
One, that's a tragedy. Two, you're an idiot for jumping into a bear cage. But three, who allowed these people to write, bear attacked a man and killed him very badly?
They're not American.
How else can you kill somebody?
Very softly, killing them softly.
Right?
Killing them softly.
Like, it's not like the bear's gonna
kiss
him to death.
Yeah.
If you're getting died
And
by a
bears
bear,
can kiss?
it's always gonna be very badly.
Very badly.
So kudos to whoever hired this guy for journalism.
Bear bad. Stay away.
Of course, it says it's one of these things where it says you need to do this to watch the video because it's a bunch of horse shit. But I did see a video of a guy who got eaten by a bear. Got bitten
That's
in there.
vicious.
You can actually YouTube that.
YouTube it.
Don't YouTube it. You want to see that. But it's pretty bad. Let's get back to this trending topic.
Get back to the topic. That's really, you really can hear the Hollywood sign out here.
I don't know about the Hollywood sign.
I mean, not the
Hollywood Bowl, yeah.
Hollywood Bowl.
The Hollywood sign. Just so you know, the Hollywood sign doesn't make any noise, so don't come up here and
oh my God, it's singing to me.
be like, Rico and Bobo are full of shit.
Oh my God, how about the Ebola virus, man? Hopefully that doesn't become 28 days later and shit.
Well, I think I love the fact that we
movies.
took somebody from
Another place.
South Africa.
Yeah, South Africa.
Who had Ebola and then shipped him on over to Georgia. Just bring him on over here.
You know there's another guy? He's in New York.
Because that always works out in the movies.
You know that, right?
I don't want to know.
I saw a New York Post today.
I'll start
listen to this story.
self-diagnosing myself with Ebola. Though.
This guy was texting his friend, and the friend was like, in New York, he was like, hey man, you see about that Ebola virus thing? I know you just went to the place in Africa. Like, do you know this guy? And the guy was like, oh yeah, I know who the guy is and all this. And the guy's like, well, who's the guy and everything? He's like, oh, guess, man. Guess who has this Ebola virus thing? And he was like, you? And he's like, yeah, man. He's like, stop joking. And then, he's like, no, I'm not joking. It's not joking. He's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. It's like, what's going on? He's like, I'm in like a glass box. Only people who can come and talk to me are the scientists and doctors wearing NASA uniforms. I mean, NASA suits, spacesuits. So there's a guy in New York right now, and there's a guy in Atlanta right now, and they're trying to. So it just feels like I have a fever and I have cold sweats and stuff like that. Why are you bringing them to New York and Georgia? You can bring all the doctors, bring all the stuff to Africa. We have the capabilities to bring all the medicine there, and stop it right there. You don't spread it.
Philly and put him in the Eagles.
Oh,
the Eagles locker room.
That's rude. How rude. How rude.
Just keep him out of Dallas.
Oh my goodness, man. Like, we do not need the Ebola virus coming here.
No.
Another thing I saw trending, Tony Stewart just hit a dude. He's a NASCAR driver, and like he didn't race today because it's Sunday. People like NASCAR. But this is a thing. If you're in a car, right, in a race, rule number one: you never get out of the car. On the racetrack, while they're going so fast,
it's bad news bears.
Bad motherfucking news bears. Bad news. And the kid got hit. 17-year-old kid. Tony Stewart's on like some dirt track in the middle of bumblefuck wherever. You know,
Did
seriously.
you say bumblefuck?
Bumblefuck. It's the woods. You know what it is. And he hit the kid. The kid went flying and he died because I didn't guess Tony Stewart bumped him a little bit. That's racing. That's what they do in any sport. Anything you do, there's a little bumping. You know.
Yeah.
It's a physical thing.
It's bad.
I mean, so I'm sorry that happened, but it's not no social Darwinism or nothing like survival. That's just a sad day when you get hit on a dirt track by a superstar.
Or if you're gonna get hit by a car, let it be on a dirt track by a superstar.
There you go.
Maybe.
Maybe it's true. But there's a lot of going. Shark Week returns
That's
to
always
Discovery
exciting.
Channel. Oh, I love Shark Week.
Everybody loves. If everybody would love peace like we love Shark Week, the world would get along.
Words were never better said. I agree. As a person who's in the Navy and a veteran, I went to South Africa actually on a boat, and people don't realize that if you watch Shark Week, you won't realize that sharks in South Africa, they breach the water. So they go after these seals, you know, and they just come from the bottom. And when I was on my boat, my captain was like, "Yo, we're gonna have a free swim. Like, you can swim in the middle of the ocean." And when they do that, right, because I was on an amphibious assault ship, the back comes down, right, and then you can just jump out the back, and water comes to the middle of my ship, and you sink, and like you can, you know, fish come in it and all kind of animals. So they're like, "Hey, we're gonna swim in the middle of the ocean, and we have a shark watch where we have 50 cal machine guns on top of these rib boats that circle us, right?
Right.
So the sharks don't get us. Well, they don't realize sharks don't just come like Jaws, like din 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 din, you know, like that. They come from the bottom, and then you're here. You know, they start from the bottom, and then you're here. You know, and then it's too late by that time because the sheer force of them hitting you at the top of the water knocks you out unconscious, and they just come in for the bite. You know, that's what happened a lot of times.
So you get this right, you went swimming stuff.
No, we canceled swimming.
Oh.
Everyone was like, "Fuck that, we're about to go home. Let's not go swimming in the middle of the fucking ocean."
That really would suck to go to war and like make it through Afghanistan and everything else, and then end up coming home in a box because you got bit by a shark.
That would be it's probably happened too, you know that, right?
Like,
well, it has happened.
Do you still get like the 21 gun salute and like all the medals and shit?
Damn, man. They probably give the shark tooth to your widow. In the movie Jaws, as a collector edition DVD of Jaws, I would say. But no, it really has happened. If you look online and do some research, you'll see that during World War II and like during other wars, and also when people are going on cruise lines, that when they go down, there are horrific stories of people getting eaten by like fields of sharks just attacking these boats that go down. Like when the kamikazes from Japan would hit the boats and the people fall in the water, not everyone was rescued. And they said a lot of times, I forget what the story was. I could probably do it right now. Look it up. But
so they not only got bombed and attacked, but if they made it off the boat, they got eaten.
They got eaten by sharks, man.
It just makes sense.
They teach us. I was in the Navy. They teach you, man, like not to be still, like fight the shark. Like it's weird.
Yeah,
like
I couldn't imagine just getting. Trust me, you probably go in shock. You're scared.
Yeah.
And this is ego speaking.
Yeah.
I'll punch a shark.
Punch the shit.
I
out
put
of
my
shark.
hand right in his gill, and I'll just reach for his gizzard. If he's got a shark gizzard,
yeah,
and I'll pull that shark gizzard right out.
I would do the same, man. I'm not just gonna like, "Oh, you're eating me. Oh, good job."
I say that now, but once he got bit by a little puppy with little teeth, that was.
It was hurt. It hurt. That's messed up. My thing goes slow. My little laptop I have here. I don't know why it's doing this. And that noise you're hearing is me keep on turning on the flashlight.
It's a bomb.
It's not a flashlight. Flashlight. Okay. You think it's a bomb? Bombs over Baghdad.
This
Okay, let me look up the shark thing.
show will self-destruct.
Whenever that Hollywood Bowl, not the Hollywood sign, ends, this world as we know it.
I gotta watch this. What are you looking at?
Yeah, I'm looking up. Oh my God.
Oh yeah,
That is disturbing in so many levels. You getting it though?
Get it, girl. Get it, girl. She got moves.
He's bringing it down.
She has got moves.
Okay, shark.
Hey, you know what?
Pacific Ocean.
That takes a lot of confidence to just
break it down like that.
To break it down and put it on the internet. Don't matter. If
I've done that. You know that?
Don't matter if you're not considered what society calls beautiful. You're all beautiful.
You are all beautiful.
Get on the damn thing and shake your pony.
I will show you a clip. I have a clip of me dancing when I was in Philly. It's pretty funny. I think people would like it.
Boys to Men, ABC, BB. That's what I was thinking about.
Motown. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
I got to work with Boys to Men, by the way.
Oh.
Dream come true.
Oh.
It's one of my proud signatures on my vocal booth.
That's amazing, man. Yeah, that's amazing. You got to actually meet them, number one.
This was what was amazing. Sean Stockman was always my favorite one. And when we were working, I didn't tell him that I, he's very, like, modest, very humble. But he remembered, because I told him, I was like, yo, I'm a huge fan. Like later, as we get, like, became friends, I'm a huge fan, and you're always my favorite dude. The first Boyz II Men concert I ever went to was Jodeci, and then I went to Boyz II Men, and then I went to MC Hammer.
Oh my God, that's the trifecta.
He remembered the tour, and he was just like, oh man, he's like, you from New Mexico? I was like, yeah, that was a show in Albuquerque, and I was just like, what?
You remember?
You know how many tours and shows this guy has done? He still does. He does 109.
I'm wrecked beyond belief watching. That is amazing how I'm dancing.
That's how we get it.
This is my old house in Philly, man. It's craziness. And we did this impromptu, just like whatever. I was just dancing with her. This is my friend KJ.
Oh my God, dude.
And then we like. My boy is just coked out of his mind, doing like rap. I was like just giving it. I was so going the Vegas right there. All right, so that was my YouTube clip. It was awesome. Hopefully you liked it. That was when I was young and dancing. And I used to be a dance teacher for hip hop, Second Stage Dance Studio. Love you, all the people I used to teach hip hop and tap and jazz and all that good stuff. Because it's always in you. That was one of the things in me. And I saw an article. I was looking for a job, and I looked in the newspaper because I taught myself how to dance in front of my sister's mirror. When she would leave, she had one of those 3-disc changers. Usher's like my my idol, man. Usher, like I like his style.
He's dope.
Dope dude, man. So like I taught myself to dance, and then I saw an article. This is when you had to look for jobs in the newspaper. You know, people forget that. Like I was like, okay, they need a dance teacher. So I went there. I brought my Usher CD, and like I was teaching the kids a little bit before the class. I mean, while the class was going, because I was stepping for this girl that worked there. So then she was like, okay, let's see what you can do. So in front of all the parents, all the kids, I went in front of them, and there was mirrors all around the room,
Broke it down.
wooden floor, and they had Christmas lights everywhere. And what I did was I put on the Usher CD. It was Yeah, and I just crushed it, man. I'm not modest here, man. I know I did a good job. And she hired me on the spot, and I started teaching dance classes. And after that, I went to Navy. So it's a weird thing. But this has been a great show.
It's been swell.
It's been awesome, man. And we're going to try and do this like maybe 1-2 times a week.
Yep.
You down to do that?
We're going to be a little bit more organized and have some really cool stuff. There's a lot of things we want to talk about, but
a lot of cool guests, too.
kind of our guinea pigs. We wanted to make sure that all the Wi-Fi and everything worked out here, and the cameras would pick everything up, and the sound. We haven't even heard the audio yet.
Yeah, man. We're going to check all this
You
out.
might
get
not even see
feedback.
this, and you just might, and you might love it, and you might hate it, but guess what? We're going to do it anyways.
We still did it.
Mm.
This moment still happened.
It's happening.
It's happening. Now.
That's just
Right now. So this has been the Julo Show. I'm Bobo. This is Rico. We'll see you next week, and